Are you preparing for the MRCEM exam? You're in the right place. We provide high-quality MRCEM study guides designed to help you feel confident and exam-ready. We know this exam can be challenging, that's why we offer free study resources to support your preparation. In this video, we'll walk you through 25 key points you need to know. Let's get started. Inferior STEMI with bradycardia and hypotension. ST elevation 5-4R confirms RV involvement. The RV is preload dependent. Give IV fluid bolus first, not atropine. Atropine treats bradycardia, but the problem here is inadequate preload. Vasopressors worsen RV afterload. Dobutamine is for cardiogenic shock unresponsive to fluids. Transcutaneous pacing is a last resort after fluids and drugs fail. Confused, febrile, tachycardic, hypotensive with a urosepsis source. Sepsis 6 within 1 hour. Oxygen, blood cultures, IV antibiotics, IV fluids, lactate measurement, and urine output monitoring. All 6 must be delivered together. Missing any component is incomplete. Blood cultures and monitoring without treatment is useless. CT scanning should never delay the bundle. High-speed motorcycle crash, pelvic pain, hemodynamically unstable, widened pubic symphysis. Apply a pelvic binder at the greater trochanters, reduces pelvic volume and tamponades venous bleeding, not in theater for external fixation, too slow, not angiography first, that's for arterial bleeding after binder fails. Laparotomy can worsen pelvic bleeding by releasing the tamponade. Binder is rapid, non-invasive, bedside. Seizure 12 minutes, buccal midazolam given pre-hospital with no effect. Now IV access is available. Next step, IV lorazepam 4 mg. Don't repeat buccal midazolam when IV is available. Phenytoin or levetiracetam is second line, only after 2 doses of benzodiazepine fail. Thiopentone and RSI is for refractory SE after second-line agents fail. Rectal diazepam is inferior to IV when access is available. Hot swollen first MTP joint, negatively birefringent urate crystals on aspiration. Acute gout. First-line NSAID, naproxen 500 mg twice daily. Colchicine works best within 12 hours. At 2 hours, it's less effective. Never start allopurinol during a flare. It worsens and prolongs the attack. Intra-articular steroid is an alternative when NSAIDs are contraindicated. Free MRCEM practice questions, link in the description. Child falls off trampoline, left upper quadrant pain, tachycardic, hypotensive, HB. Child falls off trampoline, left upper quadrant pain, tachycardic, hypotensive, HB 65. Hemodynamically unstable with blunt abdominal trauma. The most likely diagnosis is ruptured spleen. Unstable patients go straight to emergency laparotomy, not CT. CT is for stable patients to grade the injury. Free fluid on fast supports the clinic. Headache, fever, neck stiffness, photophobia, GCS15, normal CT. This is suspected meningitis, not SAH. The clinical picture is febrile with meningism. CT is normal with no contraindications to LP. Perform lumbar puncture for CSF analysis. Don't discharge. Normal CT doesn't exclude meningitis. Don't start antibiotics without LP when the patient is stable and LP is safe. MRI and CTA are not the next step for meningitis. RUQ pain, fever, jaundice, Charcot's triad. That's ascending cholangitis from an infected obstructed bile duct. Dilated CBD on ultrasound with obstructing stone confirms it. Treatment, IV antibiotics and urgent ERCP for biliary drainage. Cholecystitis has RUQ pain and fever, but no jaundice. Biliary colic is episodic pain without fever. Hepatitis has ALT in the thousands. Pancreatitis has epigastric pain radiating to the back. Tall, thin young man, pleuritic chest pain, reduced air entry on the right, 4 cm visible rim on CXR, large symptomatic primary spontaneous pneumothorax, BTS guidelines, needle aspiration is first line, 16 gauge in the second intercostal space midclavicular line, chest drain only if aspiration fails. Observation alone is for small asymptomatic pneumothoraces under 2 cm. Emergency needle decompression is for tension pneumothorax only. Elderly patient, reduced oral intake on ramipril and furosemide, sodium 118, potassium 5.8, creatinine 380. This is hypovolemic hyponatremia with AKI, not SIAD. SIAD has normal renal function and normal potassium. The hyperkalemia plus AKI plus clinical dehydration points to prerenal failure from volume depletion. Treatment, IV normal saline. Stop the ramipril and furosemide. Free practice questions, link in the description. LMN facial palsy plus vesicles in the ear canal and reduced hearing. That's Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, VZV reactivation in the geniculate ganglion. Bell's palsy is the same facial weakness but without vesicles or hearing loss. It's a diagnosis of exclusion. Ramsay-Hunt has a worse prognosis. Treat with acyclovir plus prednisolone. Stroke causes UMN pattern with forehead sparing. Acoustic neuroma is gradual hearing loss over months. 2-year-old, 5 days of fever, bilateral conjunctivitis, rash, cracked lips, swollen hands, Kawasaki disease. The most important treatment is IVIG 2 grams per kilogram, single infusion, reduces coronary aneurysm risk from 25% to 4%. High-dose aspirin is given alongside but doesn't reduce coronary risk on its own. Antibiotics have no role. Steroids are for refractory cases only. Echo at diagnosis 2 weeks and 6 to 8 weeks. Known heart failure, acute pulmonary edema, BP 145/90, hypertensive acute heart failure, first-line IV furosemide 40 milligrams plus GTN infusion. The GTN reduces preload and afterload. Dobutamine is for cardiogenic shock with hypotension, not needed here. CPAP is if medical therapy fails. Oral diuretics are for chronic management, not acute decompensation. Sit the patient upright. Type 1 diabetic, GCS3, glucose 1.4, IV access obtained, JBDS guidelines 200 mL of 10% dextrose, provides 20 grams of glucose. 50% dextrose is no longer recommended. It's viscous, damages veins, and causes tissue necrosis if extravasated. 50 mL of 20% gives only 10 grams, insufficient. 500 mL of 5% is too much volume. Free practice questions, link in the description. Elderly patient on apixaban, fall, normal initial CT. NICE says repeat CT at 24 hours for anticoagulated patients. Delayed intracranial bleeding is a real risk. Not 8 hours, too early to detect. Not discharge without repeat imaging. Not MRI, CT is the standard. Clinical observation alone without repeat imaging is insufficient. This applies to all anticoagulants including DOACs and warfarin. Zone 2 Nextab, expanding hematoma, hoarse voice. 2 problems, threatened airway and vascular injury. Priority, intubate first. The expanding hematoma can obstruct the airway rapidly. Then CT angiography to assess vascular injury. Don't take an unstable airway to CT. Direct pressure and observation alone is inadequate for an expanding hematoma. Surgical exploration is no longer mandatory. Selective management guided by CTA is current practice. 9-month-old, brief seizure with fever, now well appearing. Under 12 months, NICE says consider LP. Meningitis signs can be subtle or absent in young infants. Over 18 months with a simple febrile seizure and no red flags, observe and discharge is fine. CT is not indicated for a simple febrile seizure. EEG and neurology referral are not needed. Don't start antibiotics without investigating first if the child is stable. Entire leg swollen from thigh to ankle, cyanotic absent pedal pulses, history of metastatic cancer. That's phlegmasia cerulea dolens, massive iliofemoral DVT causing complete venous outflow obstruction. The venous congestion is so severe it compromises arterial inflow. Standard DVT doesn't cause cyanosis or pulse loss. Acute arterial occlusion gives a pale, cold limb, not cyanotic and swollen. Emergency, needs IV heparin and consider thrombolysis or thrombectomy. Contact lens wearer, painful red eye, corneal epithelial defect with white stromal infiltrate and hypopyon, microbial keratitis, ophthalmology emergency, urgent referral for corneal scraping and intensive topical antibiotics, fluoroquinolone hourly. Pseudomonas is the big concern in contact lens wearers. Chloramphenicol drops are inadequate. Topical steroids are contraindicated initially. Acyclovir is for herpes dendritic ulcers, not bacterial keratitis. Free practice questions, link in the description. Severe abdominal pain but the abdomen is soft. Pain out of proportion to examination findings. AF not anticoagulated, raised lactate. Classic mesenteric ischemia from an embolus to the SMA. Diagnosis, CT angiography. Pancreatitis has epigastric to back pain with high amylase. Perforated ulcer has a rigid abdomen. Triple rupture has a pulsatile mass. The soft abdomen despite extreme pain is the key distinguishing feature. Pulled from a pool, coughing, confused, SPO 289 on high-flow oxygen, bilateral infiltrates on CXR, significant pulmonary injury from surfactant washout, needs CPAP or high-flow nasal oxygen with critical care monitoring, don't discharge, delayed deterioration is real, No prophylactic antibiotics, no steroids, no evidence of benefit, intubation only if failing non-invasive support. RA patient on methotrexate and prednisolone, hot swollen knee, febrile, must be septic arthritis until proven otherwise. Joint aspiration first for microscopy, culture, and crystal analysis. Don't start antibiotics without aspirating. You'll sterilize the culture. Don't treat as an RA flare without excluding infection. Increasing steroids without excluding sepsis could be fatal. MRI doesn't replace aspiration. 18-year-old sudden headache during exercise, seizure, hemiparesis, Connecticut shows intracerebral hemorrhage. In young patients without hypertension, think structural vascular cause. AVM is the most likely. Hypertensive bleeds affect the elderly in deep structures. Amyloid angiopathy is over 65. CT angiography or MRA is needed to identify the AVM. CTA urgently once stabilized. Gradual onset scrotal pain, fever, positive pre-ensign, pain relieved on elevation, positive urinalysis with leukocytes and nitrites, that's epididymo-orchitis. Torsion is sudden onset, high riding testis, absent cremasteric reflex, negative pre-ensign. Under 35, chlamydia and gonorrhea, treat with ceftriaxone plus doxycycline. Over 35 coliforms, treat with ciprofloxacin or coamoxiclav. Sustained release lithium overdose, level 3.2, tremor, hyperreflexia, drowsy. Charcoal doesn't absorb lithium, it's useless. For SR tablets, whole bowel irrigation with polyethylene glycol to push unabsorbed tablets through the gut, plus IV normal saline for volume expansion and renal lithium clearance. Hemodialysis is for levels above 4 or severe toxicity. Sodium bicarbonate has no role in lithium poisoning. All 25 topics covered. Test yourself. Free MRCEM practice questions on our website. Link in the description. You've got this. That's all 25 key points covered. To access the full MRCEM SBA practice exam and unlock more study resources, visit the link in the description below. Thanks for studying with us, and we'll see you in the next video.